there's a couple of things I'm balancing here. So, because I've been in the industry so long, yes, I'm an executive for Cern Corporation. I'm doing my best to really build out Cern's core technical strategy, but I'm also an early investor myself. And so watching both these trends from both sides, both from being the one trying to acquire funds and also getting the update on the other side of where funds are going, what kind of exits we're seeing in this space. And definitely, I've had a major focus on women's health. I probably applied to over 20 separate women's health focused events around JP Morgan. I have yet to actually get into the main conference. I think for a while we were potentially a very small client of JP Morgan. But usually it's all the adjacent events. So I'm involved with a number of different organizations, the BLPN, the Bullpen Group, MedTech Women I've been with for 14 years. There's Aquilius, there's about a dozen other events that you get a lot of invites. And all the women's health ones, I'll tell you this, they were full up the first week of December.
Yeah.
So just to let you know, I had a lot of friends calling me after Christmas, before New Year's, going, can you get me into this event? What about this event? They're all full. Have you heard of these? And so literally I was planning my stuff back in December. And even though, yes, there were 20 events, they were full. Speaking as a woman of a certain age and who's had a chance to be in the industry a while, it takes a while to really set yourself up to make that step and to really convince, to commit to new initiatives. And so what we're seeing the last couple of years is we have things like the Women's Health Advocacy Group, which is the first political advocacy group focused specifically on issues addressing women's health within the United States. We're seeing Portfolio, which is literally not only are they raising funds, they are educating women who traditionally have not invested or become investors on how to be an investor. Because a lot of the needs that we see is if you're a patient, if you're a woman, if you have these conditions, you are willing to pay an insane amount of money. If you don't have these conditions, if you don't understand what it's like to be a woman, you may not invest in them. Were there enough events last year? Maybe. Could more have been done? I don't know. Was more done this year? All I know is I saw a lot of women step up and male supporters coming out saying like, look, whatever happens this year, and we can't necessarily tell. I mean, are we going to have a government shutdown on Friday? We don't know. I was on a phone call with a program director at the NIH yesterday, trying to get an update about our $2.5 million SBIR grant.